Alright guys, in today's YouTube video, I'm going to be teaching you how to go and network as a content creator, Twitch streamer, do's and don'ts, pet peeves, da 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 da, all this nitty gritty stuff. So stay tuned. Alright, and back on with the same trend of testing out this new type of content format that I don't know if people will like. I've seen this with a lot of art streamers, or sorry, not streamers, art YouTubers, but I haven't seen Twitch YouTubers do this type of format. So really testing it out to see if people actually like this type of format. I would love to hear your feedback, so please leave comments. But in this video, I'm basically gonna be talking about how to go and network as a content creator, Twitch streamer, with creators that you like, and even bigger creators that you like, what you should and shouldn't do. Not calling myself a big streamer by any means. I think I am medium size. That's where I'll place myself. I'm definitely not small, but I'm definitely not big either. So I would say I'm medium. I'm a partnered streamer. But these are a lot of pet peeves from when people have tried reaching out to me to network and how to go about that. The biggest things that people are scared of is when they see a bigger content creator. They think, hey, I think I genuinely will vibe really well with this person and I genuinely want to be their friend, but I am scared of coming off as clout chasey. So they just don't reach out or they don't know how to, right? Biggest things, okay, if you're a clout chaser, 9 times out of 10, the streamer can tell and the streamer won't entertain you if they remotely suspect that you're clout chasing. And the way to go and determine that is clout chasers are people when people don't just have an innocent thought of, hey, I think we genuinely could be good friends and we just vibe really well because you like their personality. Clout chasers always ask for things and they only ask for things. So when they reach out, they'll a big pet peeve of mine is when people reach out to me for collabs and stuff like that. And the biggest red flag that I see is when the only thing that person says is when they'll reach out and they'll be like, I want this, I think we should collab because I could get more viewers from it, and I think it'll be a great opportunity for me. If you're saying then why should I, or any other content creator for that matter, collab with you, right? If I don't know you, and if all you want, you're blatantly saying me this, me that, it just sounds like you just want to use me or anyone else that you're reaching out to for that matter for clout, because that's all you see this collab as, a way to get clout. When people are like, yeah, this collab would really get more viewers for me and more eyes on my stream. What do I get out of it, right? Why should I collab with you when I could easily go and collab with my friends of the same viewer count? I'm not flaming anybody for having a certain viewer count size. That is not what I'm trying to say. I'm basically trying to say, if content creators don't know you and all you reach out to them for is to ask for things like a collab, which will inherently, potentially, if you're a decent streamer, get you more viewers, the other streamer, the larger streamer in question, won't entertain that thought whatsoever because they get nothing out of it. Right? They don't know you. And it literally just comes off as clout chasing, right? So if your intent is to go and reach out to a streamer to collab with them because you want to get more viewers, you're already reaching out for the wrong reasons. Don't even bother. That's a no-go from the start. But if you have innocent intentions and you want to reach out to the streamer for other reasons, you genuinely think that you guys would vibe really well, whatever, start by actually showing up in their streams and go say hi to them and make sure that they actually know who you are as a person. That's the biggest one that no one does. And that's the thing that always confuses me, right? You need to start establishing a line of friendship for them to know you and who you are as a person. Because especially on something like Twitch, parasocial relationships are extremely prevalent. And it's very easy for the viewer to feel like they know everything about the streamer and for the streamer to have absolutely no idea who the viewer is. So parasocial relationships are very common. And it's kind of difficult to tell where the line is, right? Whether the streamer actually considers you someone that they are familiar with, someone that they know, or are you just another person in their stream? And the biggest I'm not saying this is like the end all, like the tell all, because it's always very different. It's very dependent on the streamer as a person and you guys' interactions and yada yada yada. But the biggest ones, at least for me and for what I've seen, is does the streamer know you? Are you guys on like a first name basis? Do they know your name, not just your username? Do they know things about you? Do they welcome you into their stream, but they seem like they know you? You know what I mean? Kind of like, hey, Catliente, welcome back. Did you get any boba today? That indicates that, hey, they know more about me than just my name, right? Like, they know that I like boba and they know that I get it every day and they're just kind of asking about it, you know, something like that. Do they know you on a more superficial, on a level more than just like superficially your name and like to an extent what you stream? Because they can always just click on your name, or like if they give you a shout out, they'll see like the most recent game, you know? But they need to know more than that. And if you keep coming back in their stream, building up that familiarity, yada yada yada, and they kind of they know they seem like at least that they know who you are as a person, then you can go and take it one step further and try DMing the streamer. You again, there's a lot of boundaries. A lot of streamers don't have open DMs. So you just got to ask that real quick. Kind of be like something like, "Oh, you know, are your DMs open?" Something like that. And don't just DM them about random stuff, okay? Because like content creators, if they're especially if they're like a bigger content creator, chances are their DMs are probably flooded. They probably get a lot of DMs messages for this, that, and the other, and they're probably first off kind of jaded about it. At least I kind of am, because I get a lot of DMs and I can't answer everyone. Are their DMs, are they willing to DM you or like entertain DMs with you, right? So you could ask them, are your DMs open, and kind of like introducing the conversation for something that isn't asking for something. Now, let me try to phrase this a little better, right? It'll just come up naturally in conversation, but kind of an example is if you guys are talking about a song or something like that, and the streamer's like, oh, you know, I haven't heard this song before, you could try to open the door for their, you know, talking to them in DMs and say something like, hey, you know, oh, I have a couple of links to these songs. Is there any place I can send it to you? Now, this turns the table, now the ball's in the streamer's court. So if the streamer would be interested in maybe like entertaining DMs, or if they want to keep it on some level, if their DMs are close, they could be like, oh, you can send it in chat, or oh, you can DM it to me. See, if they allow that, and if they allow you to, if they say something like, hey, you can DM me, feel free to DM me, da da da, then that opens the door to it, right? Don't be very, very pushy and very aggressive. That will turn the person off immediately to whatever you're trying to do, or what, like whatever friendship you're trying to build, because you're being too aggressive about it. So it's always kind of like a tit for tat. You just kind of have to approach it and kind of open the door a little bit and see if the streamer is willing to entertain it. And at any point, if the streamer seems like they're not interested, then that's it. Don't push the matter anymore. You will come off as annoying. And again, if you have good intentions, the streamer most likely will be able to tell. It's very apparent when people are clout chasing, and it's also pretty apparent when somebody is genuine. I'll have people slide into my DMs and they'll be asking for things, but they come off extremely genuine. Generally, it's like a streaming related question, right? They come off very, very genuine. And there's other people that come off less genuine because it just sounds more needy. Is not the best way to phrase it, but it's the only way. I'm a little bit jaded because I always want to help people. Like I genuinely do. And I do all these advice videos and stuff like that. And then sometimes people will slide in my DMs and they'll just be like, hey, can you get in a Discord call with me and walk me through how to do this, that, and the other, when I have multiple YouTube videos about it? And I'm like, for those, I just don't respond to it because I don't know what to, I don't know what to say. I don't have the time to do so. I really don't. And if I got in a Discord call and walked everybody who wanted me to help them set up their OBS with them, and each call, I've done it for friends before, and it takes like hours. I literally would poop out of my butt with zero free time for the rest of my life. Like, no joke, it takes that long. And the amount of people that ask for it. So also be realistic. If you're trying to ask a question or something like that, always assume that the streamer is pretty busy. And kind of don't push with very strong agendas. It's just very off-putting for me personally and for a lot of other people I know. Like, especially unsolicited tech advice. I know so many streamers who get that type of stuff where people will DM them asking for tech advice when it's one Google search away. Especially for streamers who don't specify in doing educational content like I do. So many other people I know are literally strictly just gameplay streamers, and they'll get the same messages from people. And it's really just pushing boundaries. Another, like, the best way though for networking is just to make sure you constantly interact with the streamer stuff, interact with, like and comment on their posts, always show up in their streams. And again, don't be fake. Don't do this simply because you're looking for something out of it, because that's a really, really, really crappy thing to do. Only do it if you genuinely see the streamer, if you genuinely want to be friends with the streamer, you genuinely like them, and that you're fine if nothing comes out of your attempt at making a friendship out of it. Because at the end of the day, no one is obligated to reciprocate your, like, reaches for a friendship. No one is. No one's obligated to be your friends, right? So you can definitely build relationships with streamers and content creators that you like, as long as you walk the wire very well and very carefully, and you always respect the streamer's boundaries. Don't ever be aggressive about it. Don't ever push for things that the streamer isn't comfortable with. And again, if you guys get into DMs, you guys start talking in DMs, whatever, don't outright just ask for things, because it's a very off-putting for the streamer to just suddenly get reached out to for stuff. Just be their friends, be there for them, and maybe down the line, through your friendship, a collab or something like that would happen, and that's that. But the thing about networking too is, like, the word networking sounds really scary. It's like, ooh, networking, like, what the heck? It's really, networking for content creators is really just making streaming friends, making friends with other content creators, and just literally treat them the way you would treat another friend. And the biggest thing too is when I get reached out to by other people, when they don't treat me like a person, but they have this weird idolization thing that kind of happens. It's cute if it's like a little bit, but it gets kind of uncomfortable after a while, because I'm just a human being like anybody else, and so are these other creators that you look up to or you want to be friends with or whatever. They're just people, right? And just treat them like people. Don't treat them like an object or a means to an end for you to get more clout, because that's just a very crappy thing to do. But hopefully this kind of like helped explain how to network a little better. These are kind of like a little bit, these types of talks that I've been doing, this new form of content, is pretty rambly, but hopefully you guys like it. I just genuinely have a lot of things that I want to share my thoughts and opinions on, but they don't very suit TikTok videos, because TikToks are very short, and they don't, like, and by short I mean even though you can upload a 1-minute video, those don't do very well. So I figured taking it to YouTube and doing these types of like rambly type of content would do better on YouTube. But let me know how you like this video and all the other like drawing type videos that I've been doing and I've been testing out. Because if you like it, I would love to do more of these. I really like just drawing on stream too. And I am making these emotes for my Etsy shop. So if you're interested, my Etsy should be linked down below if I, remember to actually go and link them, because I have a tendency to forget. But again, if you like this video, I also do stream on Twitch, so I would love to go see you there. I'll answer like literally any question on Twitch that doesn't get me banned on Twitch, at least, I'm always here to go help people out, because I genuinely want people to grow as a streamer and to not have to go and like spend years trying to figure out the whole like how to grow as a streamer thing that I spent years trying to figure out. I just want the process to be fast-tracked for you. So that is literally my goal with all of this, and I really hope it helps. And if you like this video, I hope to see you in another one. Dab.